Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, my team of the highest sign resonance, thank you for raising me out of my bed. Thank you for this blessed Oshun Friday. Divine masculine, make it hot. Divine feminine, make it hot. I said, Spirit, make it pop. What's up, my unit? How are you? So, I'm just going to quickly get into it. So, on Wednesday, when I finished the read, I was unsettled and I said, what is it that I need to do? Like, what am I feeling right now? Right? And the feminine energy came through. So I said, okay, let me do a her vibe. And I already told you about me being shadow banned on here, right? Like, share and subscribe, hit that bell, right? They've, yeah, the engagement, the energy, like, they're just crazy out here. I recorded the whole live for you guys and I go back and it's muted. The whole 12 minutes was muted. The video was there, but it was muted. The video before was fine. And this one was just muted, right? So I was like trying to figure out a way to get you the message still. So I was a little unsettled because it was a deep message. And then I said, okay, I'm going to take it to the Spotify, right? But I'm gonna continue it here and continue it on the Spotify. But first and foremost, Divine Feminine, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? It was giving abundance. It was giving straight up relationships. It was giving not wanting to be here anymore, not because you're not in love, but because this is just. It's not the look you're going for, right? The security that I pulled from it was being with guys who have money, dope boys, drug, whatever it is, doesn't matter. But you're just in this relationship because the money's good, but you're not really happy. You see what I'm saying? So spirit's like, you don't want to give up these things because you're afraid of who's gonna pay the bills, where are these things gonna come from, whereas who's gonna be buying and taking all these takeouts every night, all this kind of energy. But he's like, you're gonna be okay, but you're sacrificing something here, right? And the justification energy that came through, right, was kind of like that same Sag, right? It's like justifying being with a partner based on everything. It's do you could do whatever you want, but it's like you're gonna, right, kind of like fighting yourself, fighting others, fighting a case, pleading a case. That spirit's like, you don't need to anymore. And the energy that came up for the divine feminine was white buffalo calf woman. And that energy, it's so funny because it's like, I'm pretty sure everybody's watching Deary, right? Where did the healing energy and the protection energy come from? The Dakota. You see what I'm saying? So we're just gonna keep it basic there. You like it, right? You understand it? Okay, well, this same energy was trying to speak to you and let you know, right? So I picked what dropped that night was 154 was white buffalo calf woman, and the vibe was basically saying my heart is a compass and the path of love is true abundance, right? So this is a sacred reminder that you do not have to struggle to receive all that you have desired. And when you join your heart with longing, with action, you'll find that there's a sacred way to move through the world. White buffalo calf woman is an omen of hope that all will be provided for you when you approach each situation with love. What she wants you to focus on is the intention behind an action, because that changes the outcome. She's a sacred prophetic sign that we can receive when we need without fighting for it or trying to secure it through manipulation. That's where it hit, through manipulation. You see what I'm saying? And the masculine has manipulation, magic, and energy, and the feminine does as well. And it's like to get what you want. You see what I'm saying? You're manipulating things, even though in between. So the real message was you have your path to abundance. You see what I'm saying? You carry it. You don't really need anybody. And it's like this ain't no, oh, I don't need no man. No, that's not what this is, right? The saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. All right. Okay. Perputia, right? Okay, you are your authentic self in all circumstances, right? hmm So your message for going into this weekend and closing this week, based on what I just shared with you on from Oya Wednesday, going into Oshun. So I see it now. Wednesday, Oya Purple, right? So that energy was for you to transform, see the changes, right? This could be at work. This could also be, this is just like, sit it there in the transformation energy, right? Yesterday was Shango, Sphinx. This weekend is about the fire. You see what I'm saying? The passion reignited. Oshun energy. Today you get me reclaiming this energy for your beauty, your grace, for you to understand that nothing is wasted, right? Okay. right? When you find the courage to be true to who we are, a vitality returns to us, a voice that both moving and compelling simply because it's authentic. Saint Perpetua words in her very personal emotional diary were impactful that 200 years later, the renowned church father Augustine would write about their beauty and truth. She's that person who remained loyal to her soul, and she urges us through example to embrace the power of being authentic now. Even in the face of death, she courageously held fast to her truth that she was a Christian. Her right hand reveals the Christ mudra. She also reminds us that journal writing can be sacred acts of returning to ourselves and listening to the soul voice inside us and going inward to find answers. The inner voice that greets us as we write strengthens our authenticity. The voice becomes a light, a fire that calls to us and claims us as we dare to live out its truth. Right? Yeah. This is really giving devotion. Right? Devotion. Right? Giving devotion. Six of Wands. Right? You can do this. You can do this. Right? And this is really just coming from not being able to be on a true like understanding with your partner, right? There's a fighting here when it comes to a sense of like peacefulness and everything. So it's like when you truly have an idea or when you want to lead or you want to do something, it's like, nah, you're not that's not it, right? But you're gonna get this, you're like, like your needs are met. It's not enough. It's where it's like you can pause on the cause and see if you could do this on your own. Like you can help yourself, right? Three of Wands, believing that you can get this done. It's like it's a fight, right? But it's the fight is really like getting it done, right? Not fighting someone. Does that make sense? Because you just like still got to get it done. Spirit says, so why are we fighting? Right? Just like fighting through. It's like eliminate the person to just continue to get through the problem, right? Six of Pentacles, right? It's true fairness, right? There's something it's just something. It's not being balanced. It's not balanced. And it's like you're really tired of this, and it can go in a certain way too, but it seems to always just. There we go. Like, it just seems to always just hit, like, your birthday's coming up. Like, is that what happened? Like this too? You got hushed? That birthday just hushed you up, right? Made things keep going. But it doesn't. Nine of Swords. Right? Right? Doesn't change your mind about how you feel about yourself. You still want to take a break. Right? Right? The D don't do nothing to you. Right? Emperor. Right? The D don't do nothing for you. Yeah. This is basically saying no matter what you give me and no matter what even is it like it's still not gonna change my mind. I think that's what this is about too. Actually maybe getting through to your partners or these situations once you buckle down and go against this energy and make sure that you boss up in a certain way and you don't change your mind. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not about actually changing somebody's mind there, because then we're back to the manipulation. This is about fairness and balance, right? Respecting, right? Consideration. You see what I'm saying? Will you ever respect me? No. You see what I'm saying? You got to do things your own way, shawty. That's what I'm hearing in here. It's giving anti-consideration. Right? Right? You'll be okay. If this is a decision that you've been feeling and you're like, whoa, where is he coming with this now? Like, and that's why I was like, I didn't want to really drop the message because I was like, none of my business to look too hard. Who am I here to tell the feminine about them, man? But at the same time, it's like, that's what all this is about. When we're connected and we're here and we're working together, it's kind of like, okay, I've been thinking this. Whoa, I just heard that message, right? And I didn't, and even though I may feel triggered, It's resonating, right? That's how spirit works. We're here to help each other in those certain ways. So you're hearing it because you're feeling it, because you're being nudged to. So it's like nothing you have to do, but just know that you'll be supported through it, right? That's what this is about. You'll be supported through it. The threshold. Yeah, spirit's like you're on the threshold. The vow. This is a vow to self, and it's a surrender. And do you see, like, when you, like, do you see this hand? Do you see the hand? Do you see how there's a hand grabbing the hand? You see the mask back here too? Okay. That's what I'm getting. As you're vowing to yourself to be free and go with spirit and do what it is to be, because freedom, right? We're going into the year of the horse, right? This is where this hand is grabbing you now, where I feel like a little bit trying to hold on to you, right? Mm-hmm. Right? The mentor, right? The maiden. When I feel like your energy and what you give in your guidance is just as is like the mentoring energy is coming from you, the feminine. You see what I'm saying? And there's that eagle energy, spirit seeing this, right? And there's that fire I feel like too in the cosmos. Like you see the red there? That's the fire energy that's coming in here, the passion that's being reignited. Even if you're hearing this and you're like, yo, I feel this now. Like you have something to say, you have somewhere to go, you have someone to be, right? And it sucks to think that, like these partners and these energies, the kiss, right? The healer. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to, there's something coming in here where it's not the warrior, right? It's giving very, it's giving false, 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 false king. False. It's giving like, yeah, like they don't really, what's okay, comic. It's giving like, it's not bad, but it's giving like suits, like somebody very smart in here, but then at the same time, they didn't complete the course, right? So they wiggled their way into this situation, job, relationship, and then they're being caught and they're being like, you know what I'm saying? They're good for it, right? But then at the same time, they didn't go through it the right way. You see what I'm saying? So then you can look at that as manipulation. So then it's kind of like if they had done things right in life in a certain way, they would have never reached you. But the same thing here. You get what I'm saying? There's something underneath this, right? I feel like you're cracking this code now, and you're like, you would end up, not to say it's just where you want to go and where you want to be now. We'll just focus on that. Yeah, the one. Yeah, the one. Ashe.